We can turn on this light? Or is it more lights?
I would talk to you guys about it, but it's spoiling. So.
What?
Guardians. You might not see it, but he might.
Oh, okay.
Hi, my name's Eric, and this is the Itch Network Podcast, episode 93. Here with me is...
Spencer.
And affirmative action.
Justin.
Black guy.
This week, we have very little news, and we are going to be testing out some new review styles this week. New studio setup for that. So we're going to be focusing some time on that. Ruby's down there at the end of the couch. And so far this week, what have you been playing, Spence?
Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Still a little more of that. It's been kind of a weird week, so I haven't played a lot of games. League of Legends. I'm trying to master Xayah. JD, what about you?
Overwatch.
On PC?
And Overwatch. I think, and Ghost Recon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a great video.
Getting
We
fucking
released
right
this week for that.
That Eric edited by
Yeah.
himself.
First time
He
that I've
actually
edited
brought
anything in
the
a while.
content himself. He was playing through me.
I
I have that power now.
Yeah.
That's scary. Eric, what have you been playing besides
He's been playing
besides Ghost Recon via
By playing Justin?
Yeah.
JD?
So I played a little bit of Phantasy Star this week. Played a little bit of Destiny, Pokemon Go, a little bit of Zelda. Had some fun with some amiibos. Just a little bit of things here and there. Nothing really. I've been actually researching a game that I really want to get into. It's coming up here soon that I'm going to try and get a team together to go do. If I can't get a team, I'm not going to play it. So we'll see.
Get a team together.
I think I'm part of that team.
Yeah?
Team Ramrod.
Ramrat?
What game is it? You don't want to say?
Don't worry about it.
Players Unknown Battleground.
Oh, wait. Never mind. I don't know then. We'll see.
Yeah. How much is it going to be?
$30. It's a pre-order. You get early access right now, which is what everyone's playing is the early access. And then $30 gets you the full game when it releases.
Huh.
But it'll be the same thing what you've been doing. So, but yeah, that game's looking like a lot of fun. But it's definitely a team-based game. Solo play, I don't think will be that much fun. For those of you who don't know, it's basically H1Z1 or Rust kind of shooting style. And your objective is to be the last team standing. And there's potentially 100 other players that are in the match. And as the match continues, the battlefield shrinks. If you're outside of the play area, you start to die. You got to manage your supplies. You got to work as a team to maneuver and get to the final zone to be the last team.
Be there.
Or be not.
Or be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Fuck. Yeah. There's
that should be
no
wild.
news.
Yeah.
We did make a promise this week that we would discuss Darksiders 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
It has been discussed. Moving on. Next topic, please.
I've never played any of the Darksiders,
Oh my god.
so I don't have an opinion necessarily. I think it looks cool. I like the art style that they're not going for hyper realistic, trying something a little different.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Darksiders 1 plays War. He's got white hair, and his eyes are too fucking blue. And that hood stays on him way too much. And he never changes his clothes. So he's smelly as fuck for 1,000 years.
You know this.
It came with a candle when you pre-order it.
Oh,
And it's called War's Musk. And, oh god.
Nice.
But, I mean, it was a game. It wasn't that fun for me, to be honest. I think it was poorly aged.
Darksiders 1, because you played it recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember actually watching one of my friends play Darksiders 1, and it seemed like an interesting game at the time.
Yeah.
But as far as the story goes, though, I am very interested in the whole story of how, from what it looks like and from what I've gathered, is that all 3 games, and probably the 4th game when that one comes out, let's not get too greedy right now, but the story is all happening at the same time as War gets put up for trial. Death is trying to exonerate him by means of making it like it never happened.
Resurrection.
Yeah, resurrecting the heir that War supposedly made. And then in the process, the Burning Council, I believe is what they're called, sent off Fury, which is the one in Darksiders 3, to go fight the 7 apocalypse or the 7 deadly sins through 7 portals that she has to close. Each portal guarded by one of the 7 deadly sins. They've showed off gameplay footage this week of Sloth, which I think they did a good job of showing how lazy he is in combat. Like, basically, he's just got a big stick, and as you come close to him, he starts swinging it like, yeah, get away, get away. But it has the big bugs, the scarabs or whatever, carrying him around the room. Like, that's how he maneuvers. Overall, I do want to kind of play the second Darksiders. I'm not too interested in going back to the first.
Yeah, just watch a video.
Yeah, I'll end up just watching your
War is
recordings
cool.
of it.
Like the design of War and sort of the concept. He's got a giant ass arm because he jerks it. You know, that's cool. He's like pretty much a Hellboy ripoff. It's cool, but and honestly, I think his design's better than Death, because Death, I just feel like he was a dude at a metal concert, and they're like, "Hey, put this mask on."
It's just Reaper.
Yeah, pretty much Reaper without his cloak on.
Yeah.
And longer hair. And you're just like, oh, okay, cool. Instead of 2 shotguns, he has 2 scythes that form into one. So, and I remember the first thing I bought in the first Darksiders was the scythe, Death's scythe, and I was like, this weapon fucking blows. Spent all this money on it and fucking sucks. But
It's supposed to be awesome.
it's supposed to be awesome, huh? But the second one is definitely better. I actually stopped playing the second one. I think Resident Evil was getting ready to come out. I wanted to focus on that, and then we've got just a plethora of other games that came out. We're still doing Ghost Recon. Mass Effect is already done for that.
Expect a litany of reviews to come out.
Right.
This week.
We're sorry, but here they come.
We were kind of waiting to get those because of certain things.
We were patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You can start if you want, and your ass will get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long.
I remember this childhood rhyme.
You're so wrong. Yeah. So, thank you, 50. I can't pound because
The mic.
the mic. I don't want to drop the mic.
Yeah.
Anyway, Darksiders 3 looks... It was like super early alpha, and it was on IGN, so obviously they wanted to show it off. They didn't want to show it off when they showed it, I can tell you that, because it got leaked by Target,
Amazon,
whatever. And they're like, oh shit, sorry. Nordic's like, shit! Just release it, fuck it!
Yeah.
Because they probably had some huge PR plan to be like, war's coming again. No, now it's Fury, you know?
They bought
First
an
game-
actual meteor to just strike the Earth, and then they would announce it afterwards. Like, no, don't worry.
No, Bruce Willis is already getting his team together.
Yeah. This isn't a real meteor.
Yeah.
I mean, people did die, but we're more focused on the game.
Do you
right
feel Fury? So that's the next one. You see how we related back to you? It's great.
Yeah.
So they got they got a lot of time to come out with the game, and apparently, according to like some of the interviews that I was looking into, they're like, yeah, Nordic loves us. They love the IP. And I was like, okay, fuck, you know. But I mean, I like the IP from the story concept.
I didn't think this game was gonna happen.
The third one, I didn't think was going to happen either. I was just going to play the first 2 and just write them off as, okay, that's
Because
it.
THQ,
Is defunct.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised. I'm
now
pleasantly surprised, even though I'm not. I've never played this series, but I've always kind of respected it because it's like
Zelda.
it's held up well. Like people have like
It
said,
is not held up.
what I'm saying
first
is
one.
people are like, this is a good one. I like this game, and it's great, even though it's not like a major release. Like,
Yeah.
as a lot of like it's kind of trying to be, but it's always
Good way of
kind
putting it, yeah.
So it's nice to see a game that's critically well received and well received by fans to actually keep going.
It's like a good guy video game.
Yeah. Like, you know, you got the Call of Duties and Maddens coming out all the time. And it's like, oh, this game's also really good, and they're actually making a sequel of it. So that's good.
Yeah. So look forward to that. So Yeah, no, I mean, we'll play it. We'll obviously do a review on it, stream it, whatever we do on this channel.
What is it we do on this?
We're all unemployed, according to the internet.
Yeah.
We just hang out with each other. We all hate each other, too. So I can't stand this guy.
What?
Yeah. Eric's very difficult to get along with.
Yeah.
But,
He's a handful.
so there's that.
Only when I'm drunk.
There's he's always a handful when it comes to me. Woo! Anyway, so we have Darksiders, obviously. Was there anything else particular?
Pokemon Go. Are you saying anything particular about Darksiders?
No, I was going to say anything interesting. But
About Darksiders?
anything interesting.
Anything interesting?
Let's get back. Does Pokemon Go had an update or something?
Pokemon Go is trying out something new this week.
I'm kidding. Just go.
Oh. Pokemon Go had a micro event that they're doing, which is something that I think is definitely necessary. The micro event is basically where they're trying out where specific things happen, so different spawn rates for different things. So right now they have grass Pokemon. It's it would have been better to do in like springtime where like grass Pokemon are more prevalent and whatever, but they're actually doing it to where it's like weekly things. Like every weekend we're supposed to be seeing something pop up like, oh, fire Pokemon are running rampant this weekend.
Assholes.
So like they
assholes.
they put a whole story behind it. Like Professor Birch is asking you to go check and see why the grass Pokemon are popping up so frequently right now. So go catch a bunch of them and I'll figure it out.
Why? Because they legalize it. It's legal now. They're just popping up left, right? Is it in Colorado where it's
Yeah.
Yeah. So this morning when I went and ran my errands and stuff, I turned on my Pokemon Go Plus and just started catching stuff that was around. And grass Pokemon are completely prevalent right now. They're all over the place.
all over the place?
So I think that's a really good direction for the game right now.
And it has the other. It has the gold Pokemon, right? No.
The legendary?
No, like the Pokemon from Gold and Silver.
Oh yeah, from Gold and Silver. Yeah, they're there. So that actually works for me because I'm trying to get a Chikorita, the Bayleaf, whatever it's called, for the Max Evolve for that. I actually don't know. Yeah, so I'm working towards getting that. But this morning I caught enough to make an Ivysaur, just running my errands for 30 minutes and whatnot. But there are some other. I need Oddish to level up to Sun Blossom or whatever it's called.
Sun Blossom.
What's that one
Oddish
called?
evolves into Gloom.
Gloom then evolves into.
Vileplume.
Nope, there's another evolution for it.
Oh, that weird green one.
Between it?
Yeah, the dancing one with the Bellossom or whatever.
Yeah, Bellossom. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Bottom. Can't really see what it is, but
I think I remember that one.
yeah, I have a Gloom. I just need 63 more candies and a Sunstone to evolve that. And then pretty much at that point, I've kind of capped out on what I can grab for Gen 1 Pokemon evolutions that go into Gen 2. So it's cool that they're going to be introducing this because it's going to allow, like, oh, it's a Steel Pokemon weekend. It's like, oh, cool, I don't have very many Steel Pokemon. That'll be nice
All the
to...
Pokemon from the Steel Factory got out. Get them back in.
Put them back in there. Get their asses back to work.
Catch them all. I'm gonna get fired.
Don't you get it?
My wife fucking hates me. She's not gonna take care of me when I don't have a job.
La 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 la.
Um,
I tried so hard and she tore my feelings like I had none.
It's a little puddle of mud for you. I was actually listening to that earlier.
Yeah. But other than that for news,
got some.
this Player Unknown
Oh,
game has been knocking down the doors of everyone on Twitch and stuff. It's actually I'm getting messages from people who aren't even playing games right now like, dude, we totally should jump on this game. So it's it's interesting how this simple concept that's been out in multiple games is somehow getting a burst of life, basically.
I think it was always there. It's just people are going, oh, well, this one looks easier. Because H1Z1 was more toned down DayZ.
Yeah.
DayZ, you're going into an area, I don't know if I'm going to get a gun. Like,
Yep.
the rules weren't really as clear. This one, everyone drops in the same area. There's about 100 people, right? 100 in blokes. We've got to kill them all.
He's doing this impression because we watched a streamer that had an accent.
And then he burned the first photograph. No.
Didn't have the same Michael Caine accent.
He
but
doesn't need it. It's about awful how it.
But it's close enough.
I'm
It's
slowly losing control of my mouth.
Yeah, even Michael Caine's talking about it.
Alright, whatever.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty cool game that I'm gonna try and get a team together. If I can't, I'm not gonna be too bummed about it. I'll just actually watch people play games on the internet. I think that's a thing now.
My favorite thing from those style of games was there's a video of DayZ, people playing that game, and you could like talk to people that weren't in, like
In your party,
No, that weren't in anything. They were just like
There's
out
a
there.
proximity chat.
Just proximity chat.
talk. Yeah,
And you would talk to them, and this guy said like, because in that game, if you lose everything, it's really frustrating.
Yep.
So you held a guy at gunpoint, and he's like, "Sing for me," and then the guy would start singing just so the guy wouldn't shoot him.
Yeah.
These videos like that are just really funny.
There's one.
Yeah.
I've one with this guy's like. Apparently, Mr. Moon is a really popular guy on DayZ, right? And this guy's like, "Oh, we're gonna find Mr. Moon." And they're going up and down. His name's Syndicate. He's actually a very popular streamer.
League of Legends, right?
He might be, but on Twitch, he's incredibly popular. I think he's the most popular person on Twitch. And he's like, "Oh, we're gonna find Mr. Moon, right?" And he runs across this group of people that like hold him up at gunpoint, and they're like, "Stay there, stay there!" Like they're like really like into the character or whatever. And they make him strip, and then he's trying to break out of his things. He's like, "Don't you break out of those handcuffs!" He's like, "Get back in there!" And he shoots him in the dick, and he's like, "Your little pee-pee's draining." It's so weird. And he eventually breaks free, and he's running away, and then he's like, "No, where are you?" And he chases him out, and then fires at Syndicate. Syndicate goes down, and then he's like, and he's bleeding out, and he's like fucking with him the whole time, and he's like, "Your legs are broken. You're not gonna run anyway this time." And then his screen blacks out, and then all you hear is "Mr. Moon in the house," and then it's like, "Mr. Moon, where are you?" And he's like, "Mr. Moon in the house," and then they kill the guy, and then I mean the Syndicate is dead at that point, but he can hear him talking. He's like, "Oh, we just missed him." He's like, "We'll find you again." I don't know, it's pretty funny. Shit like that is like, I guess that's like the payoff of like DayZ. It's a longer trudge, but the cooler stuff happens. The cool stuff when it happens is really impactful, as opposed to, I'm not saying that freaking Battlegrounds isn't. I'm just saying you're more inclined to be in combat in Battlegrounds.
yeah. The combat, because one, there's not zombies.
Yeah.
It's all PvP. So, and they're handing you guns and stuff, and yeah, you have to control your ammo and whatnot, but the game is mainly meant for, it's like, what would you call that? It's like survival, because you can't respawn. There's zero respawning.
Yeah.
You have to just manage your health basically in your inventory.
She hates the vibrator.
Yeah, she does not like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come here, RubeTube.
But yeah, as far as news this week, though, I didn't really see too much.
I got two things.
Yeah.
One, apparently, there's an issue with streamers and Call of Duty,
Really? On what?
World War II. The issue has more to do with YouTube than it does have to do with anything else. Anyone who, or not streamers, YouTube content creators, because World War II is marked as offensive language at YouTube, so they unmonetize your videos.
Wait, why is World War II marked as offensive language?
It's war, it's violent, it's whatever. I talk to them. And ultimately, a lot of YouTube content creators
weird.
are taking a hit, especially people that cover Call of Duty, like only Call of Duty, and then they're like, "Yeah, I've got freaking my new Call of Duty World War II. Let's talk about it." Unmonetized, and people are losing thousands of dollars, just money left, right, and center. because of the fact that they're saying World War II in their videos.
That's absurd.
Isn't that crazy?
That World War II would be classified as offensive language.
Well, it's like sexually suggestive, offensive language, abusive language, and there's something else, racial or whatever.
Wouldn't all? I don't know.
Wouldn't
Is-
all
like,
works?
I
Well,
mean, the amount of video games that involve violence.
it's not really a really well-made title. Call of Duty, World War II.
It's not a well-made title, but it's. I mean, it's. I wouldn't say it's a bad title because I think they really need to get the point across that they're not going in the future. It's like they need people to know that it's World War II, so they just put it in the title.
They could just call it the Great War, and then that would be the same thing. You'd be like, look at that. I know which one they're talking about. It's one where America were the good guys, or something like that, whatever.
Yeah, that one.
So, I mean, that's sort of a one-off, right? Like, that fucking blows for those guys. Because especially if you're like a really serious content creator and now you're like, yeah, I'm taking a hit on my money right now. And I would start to panic and start to be like, I'm sweating bullets here. What am I going to do?
Play a different game, or just call it Call of Duty, New Call of Duty, or something.
Call of Duty, that war one.
That one that had Hitler in the war.
That one with Naga Hiroshima. You know, like anything that
Call
kind
of Duty Holocaust.
Oh God, the Call of Duty genocide. Yeah, it'll be great.
Yeah,
Call
I'm
of
sure
Duty
that wouldn't be
Advanced.
flagged, but
Yeah.
World War II would be.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous when you look at it like that.
But what about the historical significance of World War II? They would like. I'm sure there's plenty of YouTube videos regarding World War II,
that
like
cover it or discuss.
discuss topics
intricacies.
from that war.
Sharpshooters were the first sniper team was in World War II. I don't know. I
That's
think it was World
beyond
War
me.
One. But either way, shit like that, right? It's kind of
Yeah.
cool to hear. Yeah, they don't really want that.
That's really dumb.
You dummies. Fix yourselves.
So another thing that I found was about the loot box or skin drops rates for League of Legends, and Overwatch was forced to be released due to Chinese law. A new law was passed.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They the Chinese government basically forced the video game developer to release the information, at which point the rest of the world went to Google Translate
Right,
and said, "What's my percentage chance?" And they pretty much figured out that the odds are not in their favor.
Oh, who'd have thunk it?
Right?
What?
Yeah, and honestly, what did we expect? They want us to buy more of that stuff. So, and then it's actually one of my frustrations with Fire Emblem Heroes, why I stopped playing, is that when I spend real money on a game or for cosmetics, just let me buy what I want to buy. Don't give me chances at getting what I want. That's what frustrates me about Overwatch as well, is that I don't buy loot boxes because the odds of me getting what I want is super low.
But
The saving factor is the fact that I can get currency to then purchase the pieces that I want. Fire Emblem Heroes did not offer that at all.
Yeah, I think with Overwatch, the first skin that I actually wanted is coming out, if it's not already out yet.
What?
The Diva one, where she's a police officer.
Yeah, you have to play Heroes of the Storm, which I was actually gonna do.
Oh, you should
and-
let me know. I'll play.
Yeah, and we are gonna do a thing, and we are gonna get on Discord. Me, Nick, one of the guys that I work with, he's like, should we go for it? He's like, I can get the Genji and the Diva one just to have. He doesn't play the character, but he's like, just to have. I'm like,
But has he played a MOBA before? Like
I think
art-
he might have.
the style
I
of
didn't
it?
really go to in depth with him. I was just like, oh, you should give it a shot. And he's like, nah, yeah, probably. And I was like, okay, cool. And then that was it. Get back on the point, you know.
Well, if you guys want, I'll play with you guys.
Yeah, I
I'll
talked
play-
to my
I'll
brother
play
about it,
too.
too. Yeah, I mean it's 5-on-5, isn't it? So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I don't know who I'd play if I'd play Tracer, or if I'd play like Diablo or something.
I would play the character with the largest breasts.
Zarya.
No, not.
Ready for work. I don't know.
What's up, Drew, dude? I've gotten luck on Fire Emblem Heroes, and I've gotten really good 5-star units. Haven't spent a penny yet, and don't plan to. Yeah, I've gotten a few, but I mean, if you look at the tier list of it, I don't have I have one that's pretty high on it, and all the other ones that I have are not very high. So I don't know. Fire Emblem Heroes is a mixed bag.
Yeah, I logged in this week every day to collect the orbs, and then every time I hit 5, I would go to the summon thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd hit 5 orbs, and I go to the summon thing, summon something, log out frustrated.
I always just wait till I get 20, and then I log out frustrated.
I was doing that, but then I was like, I don't want to be that. Like every 3 days, I want to go in there and check. Every 3, like, I basically with their current login bonuses, every 2 days you can log in and get 1 hero.
Because you could do a little mission or something.
Well, no, because if you get 6 over the first 3 days, and then you spend 5, that leaves you 1, and then 2 days, 2 days, 2. You just kind of every 5 days you're getting 2 heroes. So, and doing the 20 thing, it only gets you 1 extra hero out of it, basically. Because you would spend 25 to open up 5 people if you did 1 at a time, or you spend 20 to open up 5. So it's really saving you 5 orbs out of the whole process. So with being the fact, like if I actually got a really cool character out of it, like one of the top tier characters that I was like, all right, I'm going to throw them into my rotation, I'd probably log back in and I would sit there and grind them up to 40 and do all the merging to give them all abilities that I would want them to have and try them out in some of the new lunatic modes. But overall, that game just got so frustrating with me, with the fact that I did have quite a few or like 5-star S rank, like or the top tier characters, and they were getting one shot. Like in one turn, they would get jumped, and I wouldn't be able to do anything about it. And it would be matches where you can't have a single character die.
Yeah, those ones are really dumb. I don't understand the purpose of that, because I just get in there and like they won't move until you get into their range. But like you can't really do much until you like at the next turn theoretically. But then they just kill all they have to do is kill one of your units and then it's over.
Yeah, if they all get to bum rush you with all 5 of their characters, because once you step 1 square into their range, you're in 5 of their players' range, and they just jump that 1 character. So you have to find a way to have a character like with super beefy tank stats that can tank it all. So then I've kind of balanced out who has my highest resilience, who has my highest defense. And if I'm looking at an enemy that has a lot of physical attack, I'll throw out my tank in front. If not, I'll throw out my best magic user to kind of soak up some of the stuff. Or I'll put everyone in the combat range so that all of them can hopefully disperse all the damage amongst them all. And then I retaliate the next round. And hopefully I kill enough of them and whatnot. But it's very, very frustrating because there's times that I've spent 30 stamina to go into a match just for it to end in 1 turn. So,
yeah,
I ended up spending a total of $40 on that game. I spent $20 early on, and then I spent $20 when I was about to quit. I was like, all right, I'm gonna spend $20, get all these new heroes that came out because Hero Fest was here, and I got like nothing.
Yeah,
I actually got no new heroes. I got all heroes that I'd already had, even with the Path of Radiance stuff coming out. I had 40 orbs. I went 120 into, or 20 of them into Hero Fest, 20 of them into the other one. I got all heroes I already had. I didn't get a single new hero. So I was like, well, even if they were ranked 3, like 3-star, I would have leveled them up and progressed them because I have enough feathers for it. I would have done that, but I didn't even get a new hero to play with. So I played that actively 2 hours a day for a little over a month and a half, almost 2 months. So I got my playtime out of it for $40, but
yeah.
In my way. No, I'm sorry.
You had another news piece, Justin?
Code Vein.
Code Vein. Why does that sound familiar?
That's the Bloodborne thing?
No, it is not the Bloodborne thing.
Yeah.
It is about blood.
It's from the
But it looks like Tales of fucking Zestiria.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And that's kind of the problem. Is that they have this... They're on a roll, right?
Damn, Drew, dude, we hate you. Anyway, keep going.
Bandai Namco.
Dude, I sent everyone the thing.
Yeah, it's the it's the thing that, remember a while ago we saw, like, were you were there? We saw that trailer and it was like kind of cartoony. We were talking about, oh, is that Bloodborne? We're like, oh, and they insisted that it was going to be like a Bloodborne 2. And if you remember
No,
correctly,
I had my fingers fucking crossed.
you remember correctly, I said I think it's gonna be. I think it's the same, the same grouping, like the same group of people are making it, but I think it's something totally different. I think it's gonna be.
It's the same people making it. It's said.
But I was like, I think it's gonna be like a cartoon thing, and you guys are like, no, it's just that's how the trailer is.
No, I said that's how the trailer could be because there's been plenty of things that they did that for Darksiders. So it could be whatever the fuck they want it to be.
I'm just
if
saying
it's that frameless.
we should all realize that I was correct.
No, you weren't correct.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was. I
No,
said,
you weren't. Get the fuck out.
I said that it was gonna
Leave.
Be,
Get the fuck gone.
It's gonna be a little cartoon thing.
Really? Is he really?
I will say that I thought it was gonna be more cartoony. This game. Looks,
it does get more cartoony than anime.
You know what it actually looks like?
What?
Have you ever played the Shin Megami Tensei
Yes.
PS2 games?
Yeah.
It looks like-
Digital Devil Saga?
It looks exactly like Digital Devil Saga.
It fucking... Ah, god damn. And
Which I
then-
don't hate.
Well, they're showing off the gameplay on it, and I'm like, this shit looks as slow as fucking that one shitty American wannabe Souls game.
Oh.
That I got for free,
Lords of the Fallen?
Lords of the Fallen,
Yeah.
and could not even play. I was so fucking bored of that game.
Too
It's like
slow?
the same shit with Van Helsing. I had to be drunk to beat that game. And I was. The whole
Did
time.
you beat it?
Yes, I beat Van Helsing.
Lords of the Fallen.
No.
Oh, okay.
There's no alcohol around.
Not enough alcohol.
Not enough alcohol for me to stop hitting delete.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. I was looking at it. I was like, it looks really slow. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm looking at it more in the sense of like, man, that was the cool thing about Bloodborne, man. Bloodborne had that level of stylization in it, but it was also very fast paced. Reward you for thinking and for evading and having good reflexes. And when I'm looking at that, I'm like, so we got characters that can turn into fucking vampires, and then they kind of like went a little bit more in depth with like some of the stuff that you can do, and I'm like, that is just not appealing to me. I would have liked the concept of like if they did another Bloodborne, for instance, and they were vampires now, like they were full on vampires.
Yeah.
Like, hey, cool. That kind of lends itself to the direction they were going.
So you're gonna get it?
Probably.
You're probably gonna get it.
I'm probably gonna get it.
Play it.
And
You're
I
gonna-
think that's the thing that pisses me off the most. Is I'm like, I'm gonna spend my future $60 on this, like, because I support friggin'.
Because you have to buy the next
FromSoft.
one that they do. Yeah.
I care about FromSoft. If FromSoft went out of business, I'd actually be very upset. They do a lot.
Yeah. Do good stuff.
So, I mean, they're getting ready to do freaking, what's it called again? Armored Core?
Armored Core.
It's going to be legit, dude. I've always wanted, like, the most, like, realistic-ass Gundam, like, status fucking game. And it's probably not going to be Armored Core. But it'll at least point me in the right direction.
I like the min-maxing in that series.
Yeah. You told me about that, yeah.
That's really fun.
Or the, like, my favorite Gundam anime is 8th MS Team. Right? It's like super grounded in reality. It's all about like tactics. There's no people that are flipping all over the place in like the other Gundams. And that's what I always think about now when I look at it's not like that, but Armored Core, like the first, if you guys remember the first PlayStation demo disc I ever got was this purple one that had Armored Core and Fighting Force on it. And
Yep.
you
I
know
remember
what
that
I'm-
one.
Yeah. And I remember I would play Armored Core with my brother, and it was just in a forest. You build your guy up, you fight in the forest.
I played that demo.
Yeah, and I was just like, this is so awesome because I'm like, it was the first time I controlled like big robots and shit. And I was like, oh man, this is so sick. And then I never played an actual Armored Core. Like past I played one of the ones like briefly at a GameStop.
Drew Dude says G Gundam best Gundam.
Fuck G Gundam.
What's G Gundam?
I think G Gundam's the one that has the shining finger. Yeah.
What's that?
That's as dumb as you think.
Oh, okay.
8th MS Team is good. Gundam Wing is
I
good.
think a shining finger is pretty dumb. Pretty fucking dumb.
Gundam Wing is good because the main character is such an asshole. Like he punches his own team time and
Gundam
time
Wing?
again. Yeah, Gundam Wing.
It's not as good as Garzy's wing.
Oh, that's G Gundam. Oh, that makes sense.
Garzy's wing is better than all the Gundam wings.
Well, whatever. There was
It's got a really dull sword though.
Fuck.
You Incredibly dull, even.
No doubt. What's a man to do with a dull sword like that? Probably still cut people in half, which doesn't make sense at all.
My sword is incredibly dull.
You're bitching, but you've cleaved like 5 people.
Yeah, he's already murdered people with it.
Yeah. Okay, excuse me. Anything else topic wise?
No.
Oh, plans for next for streaming? You guys have anything you're planning on streaming?
I'm trying to stream some League of Legends.
I want to do some Heroes of the Storm this week. I
Yeah.
want to do some Destiny this week. I would like to do Prey if I can get through everything else. I'll do Prey before next podcast.
Okay.
Probably Friday night next week.
I don't know if I will be streaming it this week. It'll probably be next week. Matt and I are going to do a Makeup de Mayo because he wasn't here for Cinco de Mayo. And neither one of us is Mexican.
So you're gonna put on a bunch of makeup
No.
You guys are gonna put on
and you're gonna deny it.
Oh. Little makeup denial.
Get out of here. We're going to probably do... We might actually be wrapping up... What's it called? Ghost Recon.
I'm not actually getting Fire Emblem Echoes because I wasn't a huge fan of the last Fire Emblem, and if they keep I know this is a remake of like the second Fire Emblem,
My new droids.
but if it's anything like the last couple Fire Emblems have been, I'm a little bit hesitant to invest time in it.
I'll buy it.
But it sounds interesting though because it has like dungeon crawling in it, so it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I'm not happy that the DLC is more expensive than the game, but
Why does it matter? I don't understand why it matters because the game itself is going to be plenty. You're Mexican, Drew, dude. I'm Mexican too.
We call honorary Mexicans. You hear that, Eric? Yeah. Tequila! Chimichanga! Wait, no, that's American. What's a Mexican name?
all I know is I'm hungry right now,
Yeah, tacos!
and we got some reviews to do.
All right, so we're going to get to it. Shorter podcast. Thank you guys for watching. I'm JD.
I'm Spencer.
Check out some of our other videos this week. My name is Eric, and thanks for watching.
Now get out!
Shining finger at you.
Shiny finger at you.
What's a shining finger?
It's his stupid attack.